So I'm not doing much editing here. I just want to be real, just raw and uncut. So this is not really a tutorial on straightening hair, but yet it is a little bit. So my curls are coming in so nicely. So for a while they were damaged, from hair color and cutting, and I've gone blonde a few times. And but yeah, so my curls are being restored. And medications will ruin the hair, so that absolutely has happened. And so my hair has been in recovery stage, and that actually speaks to many of you out there, even me in my life in general, just going through a stage of recovery, through a stage of, after the healing journey, you are recovering, and that is what's going on right now. So a couple of years ago, I got a prophetic dream, and it was about recovering what you had lost through the storms of life. And in that dream, I did not recover everything. I only recovered some. So that means that some things were still lost. And so at that moment in time, it actually did happen where I recovered some of what the enemy had stole. Some of, just, it could be anything, like your humanity, your dignity, your health, your finances, your family. It could be anything, but I do know that I lost something in a storm of life, in a season of life. And now is actually a time of recovery. And I tell you, not just partial recovery, but full recovery. So much like my curls here, they have been restored, but because they're restored, I actually want to straighten it and make it look pretty and show the length and wear the length and feel the length. I am straightening out those curls, making it smooth, trying to have this smooth, perfect look. When you have straight hair, you don't want it to be imperfect. You actually want to straighten out every single wrinkle and crinkle. And I just believe through just journaling this morning, the Lord has revealed what he has been doing. So I used to journal all the time, but when I got really, really sick these last few years, I could not do it due to my cognitive health. The enemy stole my health. He did. And ultimately, of course, the Lord allows everything to happen. But now I am writing. Now my brain is working well. I am remembering recipes, remembering how to do things. But not only that, this is the prophetic word that is happening right now with restoration. It is a rewind all the way back to the drawing board, all the way back to where you messed up, all the way back, like a full circle time. Have you ever thought, if I could go back to this day and age, this point in time, this many years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, 30, 40, 50 years ago, this is what I would do. This is how I would do it with the information that I have now, with what I've been through now. I know this, and this would happen. So I would change things so that, it wouldn't get worse, or so that these other things wouldn't happen. Not trying to play God, but just learning your lesson of life. Like, it would have been so much easier if I had known not to be naive in this area, or not to listen to that false teaching, or just anything. So right now is actually a time, and I'm getting this from different little dreams that I've had throughout the last few years, where God is putting those pieces of the puzzle together, where he has shown me restoration. He has shown me this divine timing, and one big number is the number 13 recently. And I tell you, he'd been showing me 13, and then I walk into my job, and literally the number 13 is plastered on the board, and 13, 13, 13, like it was just everywhere, on a license plate, just everywhere. And as I am journaling, this is why I say too, journaling is healing, is because I started to write and the number 13 came up in my journaling. I have been in this house for 13 years, and for me, it was supposed to be a house that was a couple years, not a 10-year home, not a 15-year home, 20-year home. I did not want to be in this home for that long. However, it has been 13 years, but this is a defining moment of God's restoration. And I say that because of even, all the pieces of the puzzle. Everything I'm saying has to do with a piece of the puzzle. So I don't have that much time left on this video, but I want to say that this is a time of second chances, fullness of time. In a fullness of time, there's new beginnings, do-overs, a time of recovery, redo, clean slate, where there's positive change and growth. This is where you can rewind, give atonement, amends for the actions that you have done. It's a time of opportunity and redemption, another chance to make the most of life.